Hey, how's it going? And today I just wanted to talk a little bit about texture data in Unreal Editor for Fortnite. And to give you an example of this, I'll walk you through creating a built-in asset and then trying to apply textures to it. One way you can apply textures is if you go to an external graphics program, create something, and then bring it into Unreal Editor for Fortnite. Or you can use the texture data to add a surface to your asset that you built inside of Unreal Editor for Fortnite. And that's where I really see the power of texture data. I am not really creating texture data on my own. I haven't had much luck with that, but you can use the many textures that are already inside of Unreal Editor and swap them. That's where I see the power of texture data. And we'll get into this in a little bit more detail in just a few minutes. But to get started on this, I'm just going to right click. We're going to go to Blueprint class, and we'll create a Blueprint class, and we'll create a building prop. And we'll just leave it called New Blueprint 1. And if we click on the static mesh, we can just add a cube. Now this is a cube that's already inside of Unreal Editor for Fortnite. And that's important to keep in mind that this is a built-in asset, right? So I could import a photograph, let's say a 512 by 512 image, and pop it on here, but I'm going to get a message that's going to pop up saying that I'm going to adversely affect performance if I do that. And it recommends using a texture data. So let me drag this onto the scene right here. Hit the space bar, and that's kind of small, so let's just go over to scale and pop a 5 in there. Okay, so now we have this new blueprint in here, and if I click on the static mesh, you'll see it has this material applied to it, and if I click here, I don't really have an option to clear it. But if I click on the blueprint, you'll notice there's these categories called texture data. And these texture data are very confusing, I think, to understand. So I did a little research, and AI is giving me all kinds of information, but it did say some kind of interesting things. So let's take a look at what AI said about this. The previous information you received is accurate. You cannot feed a raw 2D texture asset directly into a built-in props texture data slot. Epic's built-in meshes rely on a highly optimized shared memory system. The texture data slots on built-in props do not accept standalone 2D images or textures. They only accept a specific Epic data wrapper. That's very important to understand, and what that means, practically speaking, is I cannot create a texture data myself and import it into Unreal Editor for Fortnite. It won't stick. I can bring in a material and a material instance, but then I'm going to get a warning message saying that it's going to adversely affect performance. But I'm just going to disregard that and still keep doing what I've been doing. But I want to show you that doesn't mean all is lost here. I found this from AI, and I think this is correct. It refers to texture data. It says it allows creators to swap visual styles instantly across thousands of matching map pieces just by modifying a single building texture data asset. Now I want to show you an example of what I think that means. So here we've got this building prop that we've created, and there's essentially no texture data on it. But we can easily put texture data on it. Let me search for something here. I'll do this in real time to show you. Let me search for a wall. So here's a wall, right? And if we look over in these texture data slots, I wanted to mention too that these slots are not related to the structure of the material itself. It's not like one's a normal map or a UV map or a diffuse map or a rough map. These are actually where the asset goes on the prop itself. So this might be the front, this might be the back, and things like that. But what we can do is once we brought the asset into the scene, I can right click on its data asset and go copy. Click on this, my built-in prop, come over to its data texture, right click and go paste, and look what happens. You can tell there's a normal map on here and a UV map. Look how well mapped that is. So that's what I believe that it's referring to about the ability to swap textures across thousands of assets. Here is a sign that I found here. If I right click it, it has this texture data on it. I'm going to right click, copy, come over here to this pre-built one, right click, paste, and look, now my warning sign is perfectly on the box. The thing is that this is really cool because if you search around, you can easily swap out texture data assets onto this static mesh that I just created as a blueprint, as a building prop. It looks really, really great. And you can tell it has some additional, it's got a normal map and some depth on there. So this is a UV wrapped, whatever Epic container wrapper it is, but it works really nicely. But it doesn't work on everything. And let me show you like a missing map. So let me come over here. I'm missing UV map. So if I click on this car, and you see it has a texture data here, I'm going to go copy. And now let's go back over to our cube on this side here. Click on it, and let's swap this texture in. Paste. So you see how it's not, there's no UV wrapper. And of course, it wouldn't even fit on this cube probably. But it's kind of cool the way you can swap out these texture data across a wide range of static meshes or whatever it is that you can create. But it doesn't work on everything. So like this is a site I found here, and it's got it's this TD for texture data. I'm going to right click and go copy. Now if I click on this cube that we created, right click and go paste, look, well, you can't really see, but it's not going. I'm trying to paste it, but it's not going. So it doesn't work for everything, but it works for a lot of different assets. Like here's a wall here. So I can come over here and click on this, right click, copy this, come back over here on this wall, select it, hit right click and hit paste. And now I see the warning sign is on this wall. So anyway, I hope you found this of some help. Take care, have a great day, and I'll talk to you next time.